Dateline Associated Press land, wherever that is, Thursday, 15 May. And a story that serves as a powerful reminder of why do we do this mindless tribalism thing when it makes us so miserable? 2/3 of registered Democrats report that they are ravaged with despair over the current state of their party. And who can say, really, which is the biggest ingredient in this stew of Democrat melancholy? Maybe it's the secure border, maybe it's the awesome trade deals, maybe it is the wholesale reshoring of vast swaths of our manufacturing sector that we only offshored in the first place because we were a bunch of damned fools. Maybe it's the stock market that stubbornly remains up for the year despite the best efforts of the media Democrat complex to openly cheerlead for a total economic collapse. Because yeah, guys, no idea why those trust and approval numbers are so far down the commode. Maybe when you go on television and root for the country to fail, your own voters don't like it all that much, more than the other voters do. Or the independents do. Or anybody does, really, for that matter. Maybe rooting for your country to fail is just a bad look. Maybe when the American president does well, when he strikes a deal that's unambiguously a good thing for the people of the country, it's okay to politely applaud. Or at least not tie yourself into the most ridiculous sorts of intellectual pretzel shapes, trying to argue that it's the worst thing in the world and everybody should be ashamed of it. But for as long as the corporate fake news media continue to exist, we will continue to get that. But then you find people don't need me to tell you that because you get your news and your commentary from real journalists, present company included. But sometimes, when I read poll numbers, and maybe you're the same way, but I always find myself being fascinated by the people who are in the minority number. For example, in this poll, this Associated Press /NORC Center for Public Affairs Research poll, whatever the hell that means, I can't help fixating on the 35% of Democrats who say they are somewhat or very optimistic about the future of the party. The party that used the corpse of Joe Biden as the bookmark in the story of Donald Trump. The party that tells its voters with a straight face that feminism means your daughter getting her nose crushed into the dirt by a male opponent on the sporting field and then him waving his lady penis in her face afterward in the changing room. The party that thinks all Ivy League graduation ceremonies should look like full-on Hamas rallies, with nothing but keffiyehs and Palestine flags as far as the eye can see, and who knows, maybe we can look forward to yellow stars of David for the Jewish graduates next year. Unclear. Maybe subscribe to the Columbia University Twitter feed, I dare you to, but be ready. I mean, if you like a constant stream of Islamic terrorism adjacent content, but hey, I ain't here to judge. The party that absolutely sparkly hearts the same open-ended foreign nation-building military adventures that they used to so revile. Well, sure, of course I want to go spread democracy by the point of a sword. It's what all the cool kids are doing. Just as long as a Democrat president's doing it, I'm cool with it. The party that told you Joe Biden was still totally good to serve another 4 years, damn it. He's the best Joe Biden ever, for whatever that's worth. Right up until he performed so dismally in the first debate that they found their position suddenly completely untenable. So like reasonable people, they knifed their own president in the back and chucked him out the nearest window. Now, what do you suppose the average Democrat would say if we asked him, what are the unifying principles of the Democrat Party that have always held true throughout your life as a registered Democrat? I think the only possible answer is the racial identitarianism stuff. And I think that's sad.